you're climbing a mountain you can't see. Every day you carry the weight of intentions you never started, waiting for a master, a sign, anyone to appear and show you the way out. A broken man once felt exactly that. So he spent 7 years climbing to find a master who could fix his life. And on the day he finally reached the top, the master told him a secret about who had really been waiting for whom. Here's the uncomfortable truth he learned. No one is coming to save you. The path isn't a map someone hands you. It's something you create by walking. Stay with me to the summit, and I'll give you the 5 things that build a mind that cannot quit. It starts in a village with a man who had lost everything. The man at the foot of the mountain had lost everything that used to define him. We won't talk about how. What matters is the feeling, and you might know it. The feeling that you used to be someone, that somewhere behind you is a version of yourself you respected, and every day you drift a little further from him. The man had tried everything to get back. New plans, new mornings, new promises made at midnight and broken by noon. Nothing held. So when he heard the story of the master on the mountain, he didn't hesitate. He left at dawn. 5 things, that's all I need. He didn't know yet that he was asking the wrong question. He climbed for 2 days before he found the master, an old man, sweeping leaves outside a small wooden hut, as if the most important thing in the world was a clean path. The seeker bowed. "Teach me the first." The master didn't look up. "Sit by the river until I come for you." So he sat. An hour, 2. His mind screamed at him to move, to leave, but he stayed. And somewhere in the 4th hour, the screaming stopped. For the first time in years, the man was simply still. That was the first thing, the ability to sit inside discomfort without running from it. The next morning, the master handed him a cracked clay bowl. "Fill it. Bring it to the hut." By the time he reached the hut, it was empty. The crack had drained it. He went back, empty again. On the 10th trip, he threw the bowl down in fury. "It's broken. It can't hold water." The master looked at him. "And yet the ground along your path is soaked. You watered it 10 times. You called the walk a failure because the bowl arrived empty. But the walking was never wasted." That was the second thing. Accept what is instead of raging at what should be. If this story is already pulling something loose in you, do one small thing. Tap the like button. Not for me. Think of it as your first single stroke, the smallest possible action, done anyway. We'll come back to why that matters. Weeks passed. The man grew proud. One evening he began to explain everything he had understood. He talked and talked. The master poured tea into the man's cup and kept pouring. The tea overflowed onto the man's hands. "Stop! It's full! It's overflowing!" "Yes," said the master. "And so are you. You came here so full of who you think you are that nothing new can enter. Empty the cup, or stop climbing." That was the third thing. Think lightly of yourself. Your ego feels like armor. It's actually a locked door. By now, the man wanted mastery, a breakthrough. The master gave him a brush. Paint 1 line. 1. Then go to sleep. Tomorrow, 1 more. 1 line? That's it? That's it. The man almost laughed, but he did it. The next day, 1 more. The lines were clumsy, then less clumsy, then clean. After 100 days, he could not believe the same hand had made the first line and the last. That was the 4th thing. Transformation isn't one big moment. It's one small stroke, repeated past the point where you can see it working. A year had passed. The man was unrecognizable, calm, disciplined, whole. He knelt before the master. "I'm ready for the 5th thing." The master looked at him for a long moment. "You already know it. The 5th thing is this: never leave." the mountain. The climbing must never stop. The day you decide you have arrived, that you are finished, that is the day you begin to fall. The way is not a place you reach, it is the climb itself. Never leave it. That was the fifth thing, and the man finally understood the four before it. Before the master reveals his secret, answer one question in the comments. Which of the 5 things do you abandon at the bottom of your mountain? Just type the number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Naming it is the first step to climbing it. The man bowed, his eyes wet. Before I go, tell me your name, so I can honor the master who gave me the 5 things. The master smiled, and for the first time he set down his broom. I gave you nothing, he said. Sit. Let me tell you a story. Years ago, a broken man climbed this mountain. He had heard there was a master at the top who gives 5 things. He climbed for 2 days, and when he reached the top, he found an empty hut. No master, no one at all. Just a small wooden room and 5 marks carved into the wall. He stayed. He sat by the river. He carried water in a cracked bowl. He emptied himself. He painted 1 line a day, and he never left. The man went cold. You were the seeker. There never was a master. There never was. There is only the mountain, and the ones who refuse to leave it. The old man walked down the mountain that evening, and he never came back. He was finished. Not because he had arrived, but because it was someone else's turn to climb. And the seeker? He stayed. He swept the leaves outside the hut because a clean path felt like the most important thing in the world. You've been waiting for someone to hand you the 5 things. But there is no master coming. There is only your mountain. Every week I climb back up here and bring one more story like this one. If you're walking this path too, subscribe and walk it with us. Don't climb alone. Stillness, acceptance, emptying yourself, the single stroke, and never leaving. You don't need anyone to give them to you. You need to start climbing, and you need to not come down. The way is in training, so climb, and never leave the mountain.